Hello and welcome back. The following problem states what volume of a 0.203 molar sodium hydroxide solution is needed to neutralize 25.0 milliliters of a 0.188 molar sulfuric acid solution. Well, in order to do this problem, the very first thing that you needed to do was write a balanced chemical equation. We knew we had a base plus an acid, which will give us a salt and water. So this is the very first thing that you had to do, and you had to make sure it was balanced. The next step, you know you have the concentration of your sodium hydroxide solution, and you're looking for the volume that is required to react entirely with or to neutralize a solution of sulfuric acid at this volume. So the very first thing that we have to do is we have to convert 0.188 molar, which is moles per liter. You have to make sure you know what molarity stands for and the units associated to it, multiplied by the 25.0 times 10 to the negative third litered solution. You want to make sure that you converted that milliliters to liters in order for you to cancel out units. The reason why we're doing this, and this is for our sulfuric acid, the reason why we're doing this is so we can use the stoichiometric relationship to convert from moles of sulfuric acid to moles of sodium hydroxide. Once we do that, okay, we're going to use the stoichiometric relationship. We know we have 2 moles of sodium hydroxide react with 1 mole of sulfuric acid. Well, once we have that written out, we can cancel out moles of sulfuric acid, and now we're left with moles of sodium hydroxide. We can then use sodium hydroxide to multiply by the molarity in order to get volume. So we have 1 liter of sodium hydroxide. This is just the reciprocal of molarity, 0.203 moles of sodium hydroxide. Once moles and moles cancel out, we are left with volume, which is 46.3 times 10 to the negative third liter, or you can also say 46.3 milliliters. The hardest part to this problem is setting up the actual system of equations. So the very first thing that we did was convert molarity to moles. And the reason that we converted this to moles was in order for us to use the stoichiometric relationship from the chemical equation. Remember, in order to use these relationships, you have to be in units of moles. Well, once we have that, we then convert it from sulfuric acid to sodium hydroxide by using the 2-to-1 ratio. Once we have moles of sodium hydroxide, we then multiply by the reciprocal of the concentration of our sodium hydroxide solution. And we were able to calculate the volume required to neutralize this amount of acid. Thank you.